They have put all manner of conditions, all stringent conditions, and we've abided by them. It should be noted that in venues where other political leaders and other entertainment activities take places, they don't allow us to go there. We were meant to be in Masaka at the Independence Square where all other political leaders go and address people. We as NUP, we are blocked. The same thing in Boma grounds yesterday in Bundibujo. They blocked us, like they keep blocking. They even block us from using the public roads. So it is clear that the police is trying as much as possible to provoke us into violence. But we refuse that because we know non-violence is actually much stronger than violence. We are trying as much as possible to show the people that we are the moral guys and the police are the bad guys. And that's unfortunate. That's a very big taint to the security agencies, to the national police, which is supposed to be keeping law and order, protecting people and their property. But now police is reduced to playing politics. That's very unfortunate. But I insist that we shall maintain our decency, we shall maintain our non-violent nature, and the police will continue to expose itself until a time when people will not take this anymore. But Museveni is the high priest of corruption in Uganda. Museveni institutionalized corruption. Museveni legitimized corruption. He uses it as a currency. You know, the same person that walked against corruption at the event while he was speaking on that very event blocked the IGG from carrying out a lifestyle audit because he claims the corrupt people will go and invest out of the country instead of investing in Uganda. He's the same person that rewards corruption. He rewarded the Mike Mokolas after theft, the Jim Wezes after theft of resources that were meant to help the most vulnerable people. He has shielded Anita Mong, you know, the most corrupt speaker of parliament Uganda has ever known. He has shielded her. Museveni rewarded Karemera, a convicted tax fraudster. So, what moral authority does Museveni have to talk about corruption? Of course, he will lie and lie and lie again, but we understand. We attribute it to age, we attribute it to character, and we attribute it to greed for power. So corruption is Museveni's way of life. Corruption is Museveni's bloodline. And to end corruption in Uganda, the first thing that must end is the Museveni regime. We lose more than 10 trillion to corruption. While you think the situation is calm, the money that is meant to buy ambulances is being paid to individuals that are connected to General Museveni. While you say the situation is calm, more children continue to die, more women continue to die, our infrastructure continues to rot. So you cannot say it's calm. While it's calm, the young people are losing their future. That's why I'm calling upon them to emulate the young people in Kenya and not to leave their future to only politicians. And by politicians, I mean all politicians, those in the ruling party and even the so-called opposition. The young people must not leave their future to politicians. They must hold them accountable. Politicians don't do the right thing because they are good-hearted. No, it's because they are pressured. President Ruto of Kenya had to fire his entire cabinet. He had to drop the oppressive law that was brought in Kenya that was going to financially strangle the people of Kenya, especially the young people. So this is why we're calling upon young people of Uganda to emulate those in Kenya and take their destiny in their own hands and not rely on politicians. And they should not target to elections because in any case, we have not had elections. We just continue to have, what can I call it? Not just fraudulent elections, but, in Uganda, they call it Kutusa Mukolo. But still, I'm telling them to emulate Kenya. Is there war in Kenya? Is there war in Kenya? No, there's no war in Kenya. Did the young people of Kenya rise up non-violently and unarmed, peaceful, and asserted themselves? Yes, they did. Did they get results? Yes, they did. So the young people of Uganda emulate the young people of Kenya. The young people of Kenya did not just do it for themselves. They did it for all of Africa, indeed all of the world. You see? So that, violence has always been used as an excuse. When you say the truth, they say you're inciting violence, And now the young people of Kenya made it clear that they're non-violent. I've even seen some young Ugandans calling for protests. I support them. And I like the fact that they're not tagging it to any political party or any religion or any tribe. That is what it should be. The only way General Museveni and his regime has always been suppressing Ugandans from rising up and demanding for what rightfully belongs to them is by arresting one leader. They arrest Dr. Besigye or they arrest me, and the people are made to think that now everything should go down. But now the young people should take it beyond the leaders. It should be beyond Bobi Wine. Most times they've been saying, those are Bobi Wine things. Now the young people know that these are not Bobi Wine matters. These are not NUP matters. These are matters of their future. In fact, they need to protest more than me. They are more pressured than myself. They are young. They have a longer future than myself. So they should get involved. Okay. They should rise up, peaceful, unarmed. The world is watching. You saw the police spokesperson yesterday. He couldn't, reject the peaceful protests. Why? Because they are anchored in the law. And they know the world is watching. They cannot kill all people.
But they have